Hi, hello friend, welcome to a channel. I have a big research piece that I was planning on bringing out to you this week. However, it's turning into a bigger project than I originally anticipated, so this week we're just gonna look at some memes. It's kind of the story of my life, because today, actually, I was supposed to, go pull some fucking weeds in my yard, because welcome to the desert, it's practically spring here, and everything is growing. But then I woke up with a sore back and a sore hip, because I'm almost 30. I'm like, fuck that, I'm just gonna look at memes and drink coffee. Anyway, so last time we did one of these kind of videos, it was for an Instagram account called the Arbonne meme, specifically for members of Arbonne to all sit and laugh at themselves, pretty much. I found another page that is very similar, except instead of Arbonne, it's MONAT. It's all generally the same cringe. It was like the same situation where I found this and I was like, please tell me that this is people making fun of MONAT, and it's not. It is people within MONAT making memes that are so relatable and laughing at each other. Let's just jump in. You said, I love the berry scrub, but you never said anything about getting cranberry seeds all in my hair. Stop moving, I'm almost done. Ew, okay, wait. We're only on the first meme, I'm already like, bleh. We all know about MONAT. I don't need to go into the history of MONAT. See, I thought when I was reading about the berry scrub with MONAT, I thought it was a skincare thing. Why would you get the seeds in your hair? An exfoliator mask, resurfacing, and smoothing. Skin cell. So yeah, this would be a skin product. Very fun and easy to use. Fuck off. Yeah, this doesn't say anything about putting it in your hair. These huns are like, so true, cranberry seeds everywhere. OMG everywhere. I got them in my teeth. Ain't even mad though, it tastes almost as good as it smells. You guys, we ran into kind of a similar situation when we did the Arbonne meme account of consultants eating the product. Now MONAT claims everything is natural and all that stuff and it's like safe or whatever, which, you know, is highly contested. Do I have to put this disclaimer out there? Hey guys, don't eat shampoo. Don't eat your skincare. Just don't do it. That's so dumb. It's not like this person is like saying they're doing it on purpose, but it's like they laugh about it. And I'm sorry, but I've used a lot of facial scrubs in my day and I have never gotten it in my hair like this. I mean, I know it's a meme. I know it's supposed to be redonkulous and over exaggerated. I need to move on here. When we say we have a stash, we don't mean a stash to sell. We mean our own personal stash. Why would you need that much? Okay, you know what? Oh my gosh, I totally want to repost like all your stuff. Ha ha ha, facts. My shower and bathtub literally look like this. I mean, I'm sorry, but I don't understand why you need that many products. I think I know what's going on here, and this is simply speculation, but if I know anything about MLMs, and I do, I know in order to be considered active, and I know MONAT has the same thing because I was looking at their compensation plan earlier just out of curiosity because I knew I was going to make this video. You have to reach 200 PV to be considered active. If you're not active, you don't get commissions from your downline, assuming you have one. So if you don't have a downline, it doesn't really matter if you're active or not. However, if you do have a downline and you want to make any sort of commission off of them, you have to be hitting that 200 PV, and I think it's monthly. I could be wrong. I don't remember off the top of my head. I could check, but I don't feel like it because it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. That PV can be done by just selling the product to outside customers, and I think they have like a VIP thing. I don't know. Please understand, I've never done a deep dive into MONAT. This is kind of like my first treading the waters with them. You can reach that 200 PV by selling, but if you don't sell that much product, if you want to make that 200 PV, you can bonus buy. And if you've watched any of my videos before, bonus buying is when you pretty much take it upon yourself to reach your monthly threshold so that you remain active so you can get your downline commissions. When that happens, this happens. You kind of just end up with a stash. It seems like these people are just kind of wallowing in their own obsession and brainwashedness, and but anyway, it is illegal for an MLM to require you to hold inventory to be able to get bonuses and commissions and stuff like that. It is against the law. But the way they get around it is with something like this, like the PV thing, where they're like, yeah, you'll make $200 in sales monthly. It'll be really easy. But if you don't, who's to say that these people are not going in and buying it themselves? They'll all sit there and be like, no, that doesn't happen. You can't do that. It's against the rules. Well, fucking yeah, it is. But all MLMs do stuff against the rules all the time. MONAT is probably just like, oh, we didn't tell Karen she had to buy that much shampoo. All she had to do was make $200 in sales. When really this is the reality. And this is why a lot of companies like Herbalife and Advocare and Success by Health and many others are being fined and or taken down for being illegal pyramid schemes because of things like this. So MONAT needs to watch they ass. When someone tells you your side hustle is a scam, but you just got paid twice in one day, first of all, I hate this picture. Who's the one laughing here? Because honestly, paid twice in one day. Okay, wait. Let's say that this MONAT hun just sold one of these. A retail price is $58 for the berry refined scrub. So with MONAT, you get a 30% commission when you make a sale on retail. Now, if it was a VIP customer, it would be less. I think it's like 15%. If they sell a large amount of product in a month, then they can get like up to 40% commission, I think. But for the sake of this example, let's just say this hun is getting the base 30%. We just times this by 0.3. They made $17.40. If you do that twice in a day, they made $34.80. Now, I understand that this is obviously just one product. Sometimes you can get a product sale that has multiple products and maybe you'll get more. But I don't think that $35 in one day is anything to boast about. Minimum wage where I live is $12. If you work an 8-hour shift, you're gonna make $96, and that's minimum wage. That's like almost 3 times as much for working a minimum wage job. Plus, you're gonna tell me they're doing that every day? I don't think they are. So whatever. MONAT surprising everyone with a flash sale at noon, like. But see, the thing is that the people who are getting excited about this, like this, they're the consultants, right? This is not anyone on the outside. They announce a flash sale. Who's gonna hear about it? The consultants are. And then they'll go post on their Facebook all excited, and everyone who reads that is not going to be excited about it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the people who are getting excited about this are the people who are actually buying the product, which in most cases is people within the company. Just saying. How your MONAT paycheck looks at you after you finally learn to stay consistent and trust the business. Ew. I don't like that look at all. People will work 9 to 5 and wait years for a raise, but those same people quit a side hustle after a year because it doesn't immediately match their salary. No. That is not what happens at all. People will work a 9 to 5, and in most cases, they'll give you a raise like after your first like 90 days or 6 months, depending on who you work for, and then at least once a year. So I don't know what this wait years for a raise bullshit is, but that ain't true. Patience and consistency does not equal results. And plus, like, people are quitting their side hustle not because it doesn't match their salary, but it's because they're losing money. Do I have to bring up the studies? Come on. There's the FTC study, and there's also an AARP study, both of which boast pretty big percentages of people within MLMs who lose money. These people, sometimes, I'd say probably more often than not, based on income disclosure statements and stuff, these are people who have been in the business for more than a year. And it's like, you're gonna sit here and tell me that most people will lose money, but a lot of them like last this long? It just goes to show that there is no correlation between the amount of work you do and the results you get with MLMs. We know it is luck-based. We know it is based on what kind of network you've had set up before then, maybe what kind of support you have. I mean, there's a lot of different factors that go into it, but we know that just sitting there and waiting for something to get better does not always produce results. I'd say it probably just doesn't. Like, when it's Friday and payday and Valentine's Day and bonus day and you're just so overwhelmed with gratitude. Well, first of all, I thought they get paid every day, according to like 3 memes ago. Friday is like generally everyone's payday. So is this assuming that many people who are working their business in MONAT also have a second job because MONAT just isn't paying the bills? And why you gotta bring SpongeBob into this? Fuck. Okay, so bonus day is apparently once a month. I mean, wouldn't you say payday is every day? And maybe this whole like, it's Friday because yay, it's the weekend. I don't know. There's a lot of things wrong with this. When you have a team call at 10 and a content shoot at 11, it's called the art of multitasking. A content shoot? Does that mean you're just gonna take pictures of your shampoo? I mean, sure, if you're like one of Monat's like top presenter people, maybe someone will schedule photo shoots for you or something. It's just that's not how most of us live. I don't know who needs to hear this, but having 200 PV to be active each month can come from personal or customer orders. We aren't required to buy anything or be active every month. Okay, so this is like confirming what I was talking about earlier. Okay, the caption here says, don't stress about placing monthly orders. The only reason we need to be active is to earn commission, and 200 PV usually equates to 2 customer orders, so it's very simple to get there each month. This person says, well, I'm still doing it because I'm so in love. Do they really have that many products? Because like I saw something and I don't know, I think it was on anti-MLM or someone might have sent it to me in my DMs or something, but it was like a year's worth of MONAT and it was like 2 bottles, and then like a year's worth of drugstore shampoo and it was like 7 bottles. So if they only, let's say hypothetically, if that, whatever it was that I saw, if that was true, that means they would only have to buy a new bottle of shampoo every 6 months. So what are they doing? What are they buying? They have hair, skin, and the pets shit, which I'm not even gonna talk about right now. God, this shit is expensive. What is Rejuva beads? How do you put beads in your hair? Don't cut it off. Reach for Rejuva beads. No, you should probably still cut it off. So there's those 3, and then there's a pre-wash conditioner. I'm sorry. Okay, so a pre-wash conditioner, would you put that in your hair and then put shampoo and then put regular conditioner? Because that seems just like too much. And then they have a hair transformation mask, Interforce restructuring serum. I want to know, so is PV just dollar value then, you think? Yeah, no, it's not saying anything there. Okay. Hydrating shampoo, hydrating conditioner, hydrating mask, hydrating serum. Okay, so they do have a lot of products. Oh god, yeah, they really do have a lot of stuff. I will retract my statement. It probably is totally possible that they can buy a new product every single month in order to meet their monthly minimums. Here we go. This person says, what's this Reddit handle you speak of? MoFam Memes says there's an ant-MLM one. You know, MLMs for ants. Insect MLM. That's stupid. Generally, that's where the more negative peeps live. No, I mean, I wouldn't call us negative. I would just say we're educated and realistic in our expectations on everything in life. Are there any MONAT or positive ones? I'd rather stay away from the negativity. It gets me really angry and I don't want to be angry. Facts and statistics make me angry. That's how you know you have a problem. That's how you know that these people, like, this is why these people get brainwashed, because they shove themselves in their own little cocoons of bullshit and just live there. So when you surround yourself with yes men, you're not gonna know what it's like to see the other side of things. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. I only joke about Reddit because I'll get screenshots and it's fun to mess with and try to educate, lol, the haters if they're clearly already looking on our Instagram. Get me though! Positivity and empowerment and education is why I made the MoFam. You guys, these people are just so fucking clueless. I mean, the anti-MLM movement, our job is to educate because facts do not make it into the brains and the minds of these people. They just read all these memes and giggle, and then they say, oh, everyone's just a hater. No, it's just because we, like, can weigh the differences between anecdotal evidence and factual scientific evidence and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. If I post this, does it have to come with that silly 4-mile long income disclosure? Probably not, but worth asking. I don't think so, since I say we aren't required. 4-mile long income disclosure statement. I've never seen, like, okay, you know what? You know what? I cannot type with these nails. How do you people do this? I like how when you search MONAT income disclosure statement, the first result is from the anti-MLM subreddit. That's funny. Okay, this is not the income disclosure statement. It's just part of it, I guess. 12 of 12 those. Is that 12 pages long for an income disclosure statement? Is this the only page on here? Or is this the income disclosure statement? This is it. Statement of typical participant earnings. And how can you even okay. A typical participant in the plan earns between Canadian $22, let's just say this is Canada, $22 and $1,100, let's round it up to $1,200 annually. How can you, because there has to be people making more than that, right? So what is typical then? Is that 99%? They don't say that. I need to see the income disclosure statement. Where is it? Did you guys know? I'm sure we all did. But it is federally required that these companies have an income disclosure statement. And I don't know how they get by without having one. I don't know how are they getting past not having one. I am not sure. But MONAT is making it pretty hard to find here. This is supposed average MONAT earnings. These figures are mathematical averages and should not be considered guaranteed. Okay, but this is all I'm seeing. This is not true at all. I wonder where this came from. The average MONAT global salary for market partners is $172,000 a year. That is not right at all. That's not true. Hopefully someone made this as a joke, but I don't think they did. Yeah, so I'm not seeing an income disclosure statement. I just keep seeing this statement of typical participant earnings, and I don't know where it came from. It's just surprising to me always when the Huns like to boast about how much money they make in this company or any company that they're in when they don't have an income disclosure statement. Because no one has that information then, you know? You cannot sit there and say, you'll change your life, you'll make this much money, blah, blah, blah. But there's no documentation to say any of that. It's all a lot of people just lying about how much they're making, you know? So then they come up with that number, that $172,000 a year bullshit. Like, that is not true at all. It makes me sad that some people think the only reason MONAT's products sell so well is because we're required to have a stash. Our stuff's just that good, y'all. No, it's fucking not. Do we have to go back to this fucking picture? These people are so out of their goddamn minds. Most MLM's customer base comes from within the company. And I wish there were statistics to prove this, but there really isn't. But, we all know that's what it is. This is Twyla. She's an Instapup influencer for the MONAT pet line. 12 out of 10 would watch her fur tutorials. Okay, but that dog is so cute. Yeah, so MONAT has a dog shampoo line, maybe for other pets too, but I don't know. I am a dog groomer in my day job, and I have had someone bring in the MONAT pet shampoo. I don't think it was one of my customers. It was someone else, and I was washing my own pet. I looked over, I saw a foreign bottle that I'd never seen before, and it was fucking MONAT. And I was like, whose dog is using this? I'm looking for the most hairless dog here. But yep, MONAT has a pet line. I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you're tired of using a million pumps of drugstore shampoo, there's a better way. I'm gonna be totally honest here. I still use Tresemme. But, I was using Redken for a long time, but then, last year my husband lost his job, so, we had to start cutting back on stuff, but I just never, got around to switching, but I was actually thinking about this yesterday when I was taking a shower. Yeah, I do need to switch back to a better shampoo, but regardless, what she just put in her hand, the little, I know I don't have long hair, but, right now, with my hair the length that it is, I'm just, a little, dime size, and I'm good. But when I had long hair to my butt, what she used is pretty much what I use as fucking Tresemme, so what's the point? Them. I don't have time for a side hustle. Also them. I don't see the correlation here. Oreos are my guilty ass pleasure, and that's not a side hustle. That's just doing what makes you happy. That is taking care of your soul. Okay? That has nothing to do with selling shampoo. What? Watching a dude do that, I kind of wish I could unsee it. So if it was a girl, it'd be okay? Fuck off. A bunch of Huns in the comments are I actually want to eat that, and oh my god, I want Oreos now, and it's yep, because Oreos are delicious, and it has nothing to do with your shampoo. When we can't post about our earnings because of FTC regulations, so people assume MONAT is a scam, and you want to validate the business for people that are genuinely interested, but you have no way to do that. Ooh, here we go. Before you comment, please read this. I do do not have a ton of information on this issue. All I know is anything related to income claims has to be followed with an income disclaimer posted in the comments. If you have questions, please ask your upliner or director. I know this isn't MONAT's fault. We just joke all the time about how we want to share our legit income with others, but we have a hard time doing so. Okay, so what they posted here in the comments, that was that image that we were looking at. Figures are mathematical averages, should not be considered guaranteed. Yeah, this is the exact same thing. Yeah, you can't post about your earnings without an income disclosure statement linked. That is MONAT's fault. MONAT, all they have to do is come out with an income disclosure statement, and then you just post the link every time you tell people how much you made. But the reason you can't do that, there's no way to do that, because MONAT won't release their income disclosure. All they'll release is an income disclaimer. That's not helping anybody. There is something absolutely sketchy going on, and we've talked about this in this video already, so I don't need to go over it again. I mean, these people are even like, I wish I could talk more about how much money I make, but I just can't because MONAT won't release their statistics. They won't because they're bad. Like, point blank. MONAT has every option available to them, every ounce of information. All they have to do is do the math, put it on a little Excel sheet, and publish it. They won't do it because they have shit to hide, okay? Let's stop beating around the bush and trying to say it's not MONAT's fault. No, it is. It is. FTC regulations makes it so that you have to post that document that MONAT won't release. That is MONAT's fault. Sorry, how I curl my hair knowing my heat protectant is plant-based, not silicone-based. I don't know anything about hair products, so I mean, I'm sure a little bit of research could go into this, and I could probably find the answer if I just looked for 30 seconds, but I don't really care. I'm sure there are other plant-based heat protectants on the market that probably cost a fraction of what MONAT's cost, so there's that. Me at my own funeral checking to see if anyone's hair looks bad. Yeah, they actually all probably do because they're all using MONAT. I mean, what? Just a farmer's happy wife has only been an MP, so with MONAT, since December, and this is so funny and relatable, but truth be told, my husband now will say, you can help that person or this person, LOL. Sometimes it's a person in public, sometimes someone on TV, but yeah, MONAT gets in your soul and you notice everyone's hair and skin suddenly. So like, MONAT is really big on whenever people say bad stuff about them on the internet, they literally sue people. And there's a lot of bad stuff on the internet about MONAT because people are speaking out and showing, hey, this is what happened to my hair after using MONAT. They get all mad and they're like, that's false information. It's like, it's really not. Like, this person lost their fucking hair, man. If you were to go through these comments and look at these people's, the commenters' hair, which I was doing earlier, I know that's really creepy and weird, but I was doing it. Like, I look at so many of these people and I'm like, you don't look like you have a good hair routine. Like, your hair is frizzy and untamed and I can see your split ends through that Instagram filter, honey. When that's the case, how can you tell the difference, you know? When you try rinsing your hair with cold water like everyone suggests. That is kind of silly. I have heard this too. I don't think it has anything to do with MONAT in general. I think cold water is generally just better for your hair. When you look at your downline and realize you can't just be in this for the discount anymore, yeah, I got responsibilities now. Yeah, go figure. MONAT's another one of those companies where people, I mean, there's no income disclosure statement for people to try to back up, but you see this a lot, especially in companies that do comply and give an income disclosure statement. The first rank will usually be like 80-90% of the people within the entire company, and they'll all be like, oh, well, they're just in it for the discount. When it's like, I really don't think so. So, good to see that MONAT is one of those companies. Damn. Single, taken, in a relationship with MONAT. Basically, yes, MONAtionship. Stop it. Fuck off. Yep, I'm broke, so I must be in a relationship with MONAT. Is this person a troll or okay, that she's actually with MONAT. Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's the thing about this page. It's just like some of these comments I'm like, these have to be trolls, but they're not. When people judge you for making money on Instagram, it ain't much, but it's honest work. Making money on Instagram, maybe. I mean, I guess it depends on what you're doing, but MONAT is not honest work, especially with all the lawsuits going on that they like to just pretend aren't happening, or they'll defend it even though it's like, no, people's hair, it's really falling out. Alright, I think that's enough. I've been recording for almost an hour, so. In conclusion, this MoFam memes page is just as bad, or good, depending on the way you look at it, as that Arbonne meme, and I really like going through these Instagram pages because I feel like there's just a lot to say. There's a lot to unpack. I'm thinking about maybe doing another refresh through the Arbonne meme page next. Unless, you know what, if you guys know of any other Instagram pages like this, these are the only two I know about so far, the Arbonne meme and the MoFan memes. If you know of any other MLMs that have a meme page like this where it's actually like Hunbots laughing at each other and relating to memes and stuff, please send them my way. I would love to do another review of them, I guess, because I really like making these videos. They're super fun. Keep making waves, and I will see you next time. Bye!